for individual, and on the best team will be Axis MPX. But of course, we'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section as well.
There you go. I think that's a very good point coming out from Cloud there, because apparently everybody forgot how well XSMP has been performing this week. They're pinning down quite a lot number of kills there and making sure they got the most, I think one of the most exponentially growing team for the final week as well. So do open your eyes and watch it out for XSMPX for the weekly MVP team. Speaking of that, I have to totally agree about P though. He actually slammed down quite a number of kills this week alone. So maybe we're gonna see a different person taking down for the KDA. We're talking about just this week, not the overall yet, just KDA this week. Before that, we got a queue coming up for the game Mirama coming up soon. We're gonna jump into one of the largest map there is, Circle. Kind to the players.
Minus Delta, come on, it's going to be the second last mirror map for the league. Minus Delta, I know it's very unlikely. Come on, the Circle God is hear my prayer, Circle God. Give us one, like, finally see a Minus Delta Circle. Alright, come on. I know some of the comment section did mention that you want those circle sniping spots. So you like snipe actions. I did see that in the comment section. So, well, everyone has their favorite, but Choo-Choo, what's your favorite? Choo-Choo likes a nice circle.
Oh, I do want to see a spawn island for a wrangle. Maybe on it, like you guys said, prisoner Mirama, which is the spawn island. Usually the spawn island won't be in the circle, guys. That's a shame. But we jump into the Mirama with a car at the size of that Signet. We're gonna have a Signet on later on, but these are the featured players. Look at that. Damroot is there again. I shot this time. Geek fan from QB. Atai squeezing in. Look at that number of chicken dinner. The minimum is 7 this time, but net chasing around secret 11 chicken dinner and 12 of them. And look at that number of kills. Damroot racking it up a little bit more with 112 with Fight Path. I can see.
Okay. There is a probability here based on this path. If Choo-Choo's theory of saying the circle will be on the opposite side of the flight, we stand a chance, guys. We stand a chance. It's a slim chance, slim as me, but then again, still a little chance. But it, just being real, of course, it could favor to like a sniping game towards the end. So we'll see how it goes. Well, okay, if it really happens, maybe let it be Creative Fields, because Creative is also really tricky to play, right? So we'll see how it goes there. Now, all the teams will jump out here. We will see if any teams want to make any engagement. So far from jump, don't see any teams really going to overlap. Maybe Miss Rose Esports, Traitor, but we'll see if they really want to go head-to-head with each other. Because Traitor Esports, nothing, Miss Rose here, pretty much nothing loose as well. Now, the circle, moment, as close as you can get.
Yeah, the moment that I feel like I want to give him straight back up, but the moment I want to call it, but yeah, I don't get to squeeze in and that talk just now. But Hechimasera probably will be in there, and I think it's harder to play than Creative Fields. Look at that terrain going on, and the hills are way up high there. Team Secret already parked themselves in St. Martin. We do know how they're going to come up to Chumasera later on. But the thing is, Last of Us straight go into Chumasera this time, saying go for Steel Hearts. Nobody around Valdemar. They can actually go to Valdemar if they want. It'll be a very safe passage because not much team coming out over from that southern side of the map.
Okay. Well, yeah, a lot of safe plays, but look at it. Judo Gang as well. On the north, they have another team in their compound as well. So looks like we see an early engagement here for Judo Gang. Yes, they are sharing the same compound as another team here. Looks like Ara is in the same house as Judo Gang. So who will fend off each right now? We do see here now inside the jumper, he is across the rest of his team. They do have two on the side of Tara, closest to a jumper. Can get the early engagement. Now being spotted out the jumper by Lyrian. Looks like he has nothing and he's a lot of damage. Jump shots do spray on the side of Lyrian, but Lyrian will need to find cover for now.
Tossing the nade coming out from jumper straight away, just drop in. Just a couple of seconds into this first phase, but knocked down Lyrian right on top of the jumper. Getting a nade Kobe at that. Perfect landing on Will he finish it one off with a micro XD? He doesn't see any of Tara's trying to save him. Maybe he will hop one down, but before that, need to give himself a little bit more safety measures here. Loot a little bit more, but no vest or actually helmet. So he's waiting for the rest of the team Tara to rush right in. At the same time, replenish himself in terms of the ammunition in case he need to fight with so many other teams. Molotov in his hands as well. Back on the second ground. There we go. On the second story, maybe going up onto that. Liren will not be finished because Muffin with the AKM already ready to actually scope down, maybe even help his friends here. Does he has a smoke grenade? That's a bigger question because he needs whatever it is to cover them out because Liren really bleeding out fast there. Jumper already wait if there's somebody trying to hop on off their stations.
Looks like Liz as well have been knocked down on the Traitor now. They do have the numbers, but on the side of you, they can go for the rush in, but they need to find where they are because urban warfare like this is not easy. There are multiple floors to go and check out the teams. Now, Army is shooting for the right angle. Drax is getting to links, but will he
Oh,
find out that Arms is there? Oh, Arms is still inside. This container looks like Drax. He does know someone is there, but oh, the pre-shot fire come from Drax onto Arms will be knocked down and sent back to the lobby. And now Tara, yes, one team member left. One more is bleeding out.
I do know Drax just now. It was a smart move, checking out if the loot been taken or not. The moment he saw there's a crate, there's a actually a container there, the door open, and he knows that it should be there's some lootings in the middle. If he sees it disappeared, then he knows somebody else is inside. But now it's down to Muffin to just hold on responsibility here. Take one down on Jumper, but Muffin, can he clutch this one for the team? He doesn't have much. Level 1 vest, just one med kit, and he already used it. No more utility wise, but Fredo going in a little bit exposed there with no helmet. Will be rushing with the rest of the team. There go to spray. Tara be the first one to be out on the third match today, placing themselves the last in number 16. While you the gang have 4 kills in their hands. Very clean approach coming out from that side.
And now over to ESG versus Tongwao Esports. Tongwao needs those points on the if they want to pass FV in the overall standings into the top 16. Now, Ape looks like heating up, but he does have 7 up to come revive him, so he will be okay. Now, while Pende as well as Hi, they will keep a lookout on the side of ESG. Superlam, Pamburu, Bravo, they are in the same compound. One more team member of ESG is not there, at least what we can see. So looks like there will be a max standoff here that we can see. It is the first circle, so everyone is still fine. Hi, will the energy drink just ready if anything happens.
Speaking of hi, yo, speaking out of the team there, making sure he passed back the information to the rest of Team Tone. While they are trying to gain every point possible, every point is more than a diamond. There, I cannot say something precious than that because apparently that's what it is for them. He has just slowly approaching. We do know how great Superlon when it comes to clutching it up for the team. There, here goes the circle. Right smack in the middle is Bigatron with Lost Donors around the corner. Nat is there as well. Usually Lost Donor will be okay, which is not in here today to play. Last Survivor is actually very smart, hovering around Chumasira in case the circle ended up there. That will be the strongest ground that you can get with the higher advantage in terms of the terrain playing. Still Hearts kind of fanned out will be engaging towards Evo's the VIP who happens to walking down from side of a map that the rest of the team Yudu gang will approach this quite late into the circle. Gig fam already on around Opozo playing at the rims, while the rest slowly but surely crawling themselves, squeezing into the circle as soon as possible.
Looks like ESG, they're not going to take fight in this compound. Their leave is up, but look at this. Romeo, and they have easy to fend off. Dylan has been knocked. Romeo will need to pop out the revive on the side of Dylan. Dylan trying to crawl on Romeo, and Romeo will revive Dylan while being covered up by his teammates. The smoke will pop out by Lord while tries to give that cover angle. Now, they do have this compound all to themselves. The opponent have been defeated. ESG on the still keeping eyes on the side of Tone Esports in case they make the rush in.
Do they want to rush? And that's a bigger question. I do see they are actually at a stalemate again. Both teams are not making a whatever. They are a bit too cautious. But VIP Heiko, what happened there? I just see from the kill feed, he dropped off from his vehicle.
Could probably besiege them from long range onto the vehicle shot, but not too sure about that. Well, 12 esports. Want to go for the aggression, they could. They do have the numbers, they do have the abilities on their side, and they do need the points, and that's really important as well. So something for them to balance off. Do they want to go for the rush or the placement points? But look at this again, Bigatron and as well as Team Secret, they are across each other. Mato and Aisha is doing what he does best. Right now, he has on pin that now being dropped out by Impact, and now so at the same time. Now two other teams of Bosku, they are on the other side of this Impact. Now being seen now, but then the shots do connect on the side Impact. The Blues are smashing both sides. Impact managed to get the knockdown. The back still survive, but not for long. Han X managed to get the range onto the side Impact. Trick now hanging out for his team. The grenade will go up and try to take now Palax will knock down as well. Han X is still hanging up for his team, but that grenade by Trixie wiping out Bosku, saving him. Can they make it for Jack? If they can, they maintain all three of their team members.
That's not a great result coming out from Bosco Way because Divinity, even though they are actually trying to get that chicken dinner for themselves today, plays on finish off Divinity. I don't think it's very good decision making by both of the teams, staying too much into the blue. We're talking about second phase here, but it's still okay enough to tank as long as they have enough utility to actually replenish themselves and reset that. But jumping back into the game, Gig Fam, you the gang, the one that actually will be coming up very late. Divinity lost a lot of members there. Probably two of them are a heavy casualty coming up. Divinity will be forced to fight again while ESG, also Traitor and Rose Esports Syndicate coming up from Udo as well. A lot of gatekeeping coming out from the northern side, a little bit towards the east. Nobody coming out from the west. Apparently, it's a very clear path there. Great day coming out from Gig Fam. Hopefully, they're having a great run. Blue skies all around, but Expert MY already engaging towards Team Secret, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm not sure if Juggernaut managed to be revived by David, but if not, they will play on with team members. And now Miss Rose Esports, they have Traitor on the other side. Miss Rose is with the circle though, and Traitor is as well. So they okay for now in terms of skill positioning. And now Sin is Andy is alone though, so playing those long shots, but no big engagement for now. Heiko with this loot here. Evil VIP is still in the game with 4 team members intact, and they do have vehicles as utility is pretty decent, except for a vest on high, which is just level 1 still. But then again, there is still opportunity for him to loot as they migrate from location to location.
Hopefully they do have the opportunities because they need to play a very safe. Evil VIP are the one that hanging on the thread here if they can make it on for the finals, grand finals or not. Which don't forget again, 13th of April, okay? Rose Esport looking over, I think La Bandina quite okay with the higher grounds on their side. Fatih, we're already switching on to car there. Sniping every single thing out, which is Traitor. Probably just gonna visualize themselves, popping their heads too much. Overpick is never a good decision. Hopefully, Roast Esports Syndicates can hang on to here. Los Leones just across it, Team Secret arriving, making sure they reset everything. Martin need to exchange his vest there, kind of clipped up quite a lot. Will shred it in a couple of more bullets, while the rest of the team just going to reset and reposition themselves in Los Leones. Team Secret doing A-okay.
I'm impressed that he has good parking skills there. Looks like he's ready to take his license. But then again, now moving over, you the gang are in the edge of the circle with being challenged. So they will be for now. Suprolan seems to be his team does not have Botox anymore. They are playing 3 team members. Yudikang is just outside of his house. Mara just trying to circle around, but then the blue zone is pressuring a little bit there. Then again, it's still the early, so it's still fine for Manparan to go in and out to get much loot as he can. And now we do see a Manparan. Looks like his leg is quite cute there. I'm just pointing that out.
Yep, I have to say that one. But Super Line going in already. Rose Esports indicates that. Sorry, it's you, the gang. Actually, on his knees. Ban it out as well, Manpara. Gonna have a bit salty moment there while the rest of you to get quite far apart from his captain. Suprolord calling it out for the team with the level 1 ammo. Now taking off from Empowering's head there. A level 3 at that. ESG Bravo taking down one more. And they are going on a fire. ESG just not stopping when it comes to killing. Just emerging on their kill points there. One kill point for sure. But Divinity right around the corner, they will go in. They are not backing down at all. Suprolon, and look at that. Even a Thunderclap agrees to that. Divinity will be enclosing himself in this down, rushing it out. Suprolon trying to fudge this. Oh, Bamburu just inside with a micro. There's a whole team being wiped out clean and clear. Squeaky one, just like, never mind that, Cloud. Yeah, take it away.
Okay, now I'm sad again that Divinity about at 14th place. This one is just bad and unlucky because it's just number against them. That's one thing. And ESG, they had the rushing because, well, you have the number. That's the best that of course ESG can do, and they did do executed it really well. So Divinity again, no opportunity for them to get that chicken dinner in this map. We'll have another 3 more games to get that chicken dinner on the board. Now I'm just curious to see if Leader is still in the running for chicken dinner in this game. Before that, we'll move over to Bigatron here. They like this sort of terrain. They like those uneven terrains where they can take advantage as much as possible because they are that good at it. Rocky, they're spinning the tires to get as much cover as possible with this vehicle because Last Survivor is on side.
And now lost Pew Pew. Pew Pew away. Imagine Pew Pew versus Pew Pew. That's gonna be hard to cross that. But back to Romeo we go around high. Yeah, fighting against Team Tonewall Esports here. Multiple times these teams have been going against each other quite a lot of number of games. We're talking about the same team fighting each other quite a lot. One of it is Yudu Gang versus Secret. Tonewall versus also Expert MY. Steel Hearts, on the other hand, happens to meet up with Net Brotherhood. I do see 7-Up knock down one of Expert MY just now.
Yes, Romeo is knocked down though, so now it's pressure onto XY to save Romeo. The other provides cover for him. Now, Team is on the other side though, Tor Esports as well. Now, look at the circle. It's not kind to anyone except for Miss Rose Esports. Joe is still inside there. Nearest to a airdrop. Traitor Esports, they are still running and they are at the edge of the circle where no one else there now. Looking on the eastern side of the map, most teams are there. So Traitor Esports can still hang on to positioning for this. They do have vehicles though, they do have terrain on the side, so they are in an okay position. I'm not sure how long can okayness last for the other team, so we will need to see soon because everyone's doing integration into the circle.
The thing about Lost Zone is terrain just at the outskirts where this is. There's not much structure to work with, kind of an open field. Even the hills are a bit sloping, up and down, but it's not steep enough for them to make it as covers. Naoki being bombarded with raining of bullets. If I'm not mistaken, Steel Hearts in his back there, making sure that they cannot make a move. Gig Fam trying to migrate in between Road Esports Syndicates, and the rest of Steel Hearts will actually sandwich them ideal on top of that hill. You do have around the corner there also Evil's VIP coming in with Last Survival. Heikel will march in, going into the warehouse very on the right side. Bigatron just at the corner of the map. We were looking over in the screen there. And Rose Esports Syndicates are forcing themselves onto Gig Fam's teams, making it to 1v1 war. Maybe Bigatron will be a third party like usual.
Yeah, well, they are good at the thing, but now looks like they do have all for their side. Olaf still managed to hang on to not taking any damage. Now, PQ is nearby Kuza right here. Looks like Evos, they are still at 13. They don't want to bow out too early. Now, Kuza find a good angle because Kuza's just behind this vehicle and the terrain is not helping. Pew Pew go for Kuza, but they get Haiko is staying behind the smokestack on top. Pew Pew just eyes on the Kuza. Haiko may come in to give his to his captain. Now Pew Pew grabbing on the grenade, onto the smokes, and it will connect that. Kuza will be knocked down by Pew Pew.
That was no way for Kuza with that heals not making him able to climb things up. Now another nade coming up. Pew Pew with a bit on Heiko, but it's a beautiful spray Right on top of that, this is not looking great again for Evil's VIP. Yuza again, the first one to be out from the team here. Multiple times he will be the first to be out. And SB got return back fire, picking a fight against Rose Syndicate and Gig Fam at that. Not a nice call there. But Super Olan trying against UI, who happened to be rushing into his territory with AKM, switching down to a Nate now. UI, can he clutch this one out? But oh, look at that, the higher ground. The Senpai is covering the baby boy there. UI is going low for now because Superland trying to toss that Nate. Can he notch this one out? Try to evade from that, making sure Superland have covers for the smokes. He will pop them out. How do he get out from this pit of death here?
Looks like it's a bit of that, but then again, the smokes do cover up Super, but how long can he last? Is down to 40% of, and Yuhai wants his revenge. This boy, he bled on the Super is down to 5%, and oh my goodness, that kill from Shred on the side managed to take a Super line, and they get one kill on the board for themselves.
Oh, back to Jumper. He's really low just now. How do the rest of the team of Drax and Yudu can try to approach this? Fredo, they lost their in collated just now. BB tossed that smoke, meaning he will advance forward to find the position of Yudu gang. They are inside of the circle, but they need to get to the higher grounds where Yuhai is at right now. Is one of the places that they need to be. While Yudu gang, they are slowly crawling in from the northern side. We do have only 12 teams left in the 5th phase here. Mini 14 switch it up with almost depleted helmet. Olaf will be tapped on UR's vision on crosshair, while High going down on expert, and while Lot being knocked down on his knees too. And Fredo, he will have to climb this one up. Not really a easy task to do, but Pendek on the other side of the map going against expert MY, really in a tough spot. One structure to work with.
Wow, esports, they may do the city shot, and now looks like close quarters combat. High have been knocked down. Up and now it's got 7 up. We need. And then looks like here, 7 up will get the pre-shot on the side of Expert MY, and they clear out the compound. While esports still hanging on to the positions, getting a number of kills on the board. Esports, oh my goodness, where did that come from?
From you to gang side, apparently. They nade on you. All his energy and booster by Bigatron. We're taking down by Rose Esports and with micro. Yeah, he got stuck in between and he already tried to revive his mate. And now they will having to sacrifice Hydra on the side of Bigatron. Plays their own finish off well pendant. Rose Esports taking the fight there. And Team Secret going down on Yudu gang. And now Rose Esports in there going around Gig Fam. So many toss of smokes and nades around that corner. BB giving off a lot of pressure for Yudu gang again across this pit here. The terrain is really tricky to play. Gig Fam taking more on Baby Jim, and there's so many people dying here, squeezing Vincent Ring, making sure they crawl every single way possible to squeeze in on the same. The Drax taken down by UI. Revenge on that spot, bleeding out and died. Fredo will be next. Here, he coming off for Team Secret, wiping Yudu gang on top 10. Evo to be taken down for Gig Fam as well. Traitor next will be the victim of the crosshair of this monstrous UI. Really is UI.
Oh, but then again, where did that come from? Looks like Ola managed to get down of Yuhai, and now going over to Miss Rose Esports. Jojo still fending it off in this smaller hut. The smokes will consume, but then again, new smokes are deployed from the side of Jojo, and we do see in the circle failing Traitor Esports. That's a rare occasion. The grenade from Jojo, beautiful indeed. It's clipped a lot from the side of Last Survivor. Now Last Survivor, they are down with multiple angles. Cross set onto their side. Ainauki now spring out the shots just to put Last Survivor outside, out in the open still. Ainauki now they take off different angles. All multiple teams, they are getting close to each other. Key house just in front of the airdrop. Can he get the airdrop? But it's like not. He's been knocked down here. Ainauki now popping up, and now their Ideal still hanging out. His team still hard. Lorenzo is knocked and he is close by. The red will be popped out by Ideal.
Lorenzo with a tummy ache, begging his friend to pick him up. Now Olaf tricking down on BB1 on their side. Team Secret are bombarded by one war after another. Matoi will be taken down by Shred there with a micro Uzi on his knees next. How do UI help his senpais there? Big brothers he is helping them. He also on this side on Gig Fam, not much things going on except for running for now. UI approaching Team Traitor on that pick of the mountain. Kenny clutches one now, slippery cliff to play, no helmet. This Jester is really trying his friends here, being a joker right now. UI trying to rotate the other way around. He needs to replenish his HP. Bubu is nowhere to be seen. He's fully low. There you go, Bubu finally coming out with the support here, coming in, anchoring for the team. And he needs to find his visualization across that mountain. Olaf is so hard to pin him down on. He shot it there, but almost got him. Finally landed the shot. Beautiful spray, not wasting much there. Ninja, the last traitor they need to take down for Bubu. Coming in, Mata and UI both are bleeding out there. They need to make it fast. Aisha is now down left to Bubu. Team Secret going around the corner, exploding their USD or their pickup truck. Only Ninjas left on top of that. Shred already got picked up there. Bubu is dead. Secret is out right now on top 4. Traitor holding this ground inside of the circle very strong. Will they get their first chicken dinner in the tournament?
Oh, let's not jinx it yet because there are other teams to play with. Pew Pew is the last team member. No, looks like it is possible. It is the first chicken dinner for Traitor. Finally, congratulations, you had this well-deserved chicken dinner.